Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am putting together my BREWBUILT X1 UNI Pro. I've actually had this fermenter sitting in my garage pretty much since I moved, and there was really no point in bringing it out until I got the 20-gallon system set up. So that's finally done, and that means we can actually put this together. So this guy is kind of a beast. It does its own temperature controlling. I've got a pressure pack for it. I've got a pressure release valve coming, so I can actually do pressurized fermentation in it. It's got like trub catchers, a whole control panel situation. It's just generally large and in charge, and it looks like that if you can see, but you'll see it at the end anyway. All right, I love that this came with instructions. I actually already read the instructions on the internet because I was like, I'm totally gonna screw this up for you guys. So I think I have a little bit of an idea. Okay, so I honestly don't know where to start. I guess it's best to start where they tell us, which is the feet. This is gonna be one of those cut it out of the box situations. So this is a 14-gallon fermenter. This is the largest fermenter I own. I'm going to not know where that is in 5 seconds. All right, so lid. All right, so we're supposed to put feet on first. The odds of me changing these two casters is very high. I just don't know where all my casters went. You can apparently also get the casters on the website. So these are just like your standard adjustable feet. One of the cool things about this is that it has this cooling system that I'm gonna forget the name of it. The cooling system uses the Peltier effect, which I am going to assume is pronounced Peltier, given it looks French. It basically uses electricity between two different metals to cool. Don't ask me how, but I'll try to find a link to like how the effect works below. But they harness that kind of technology into this. So basically it's a 110 plug-in controlled by an Inkbird controller right here, and it supposedly can keep your ambient temperature in your beer like 30 degrees below the ambient temperature in the air, which, I mean, it's 86 in here right now, but it does get up to like 110. So unless I'm running my AC, I might end up using Kveik yeast for this system on a regular basis, and until it drops to like 90 outside. I'm like also very sweaty because of how hot it is in here. All right, so let's do the lid gasket. All right, lid gasket. These always get me. All right, it wants flat side in first. Okay. I have another fermenter that has this kind of gasket that's like way too big for it. And you're just like, oh my God, how is this supposed to fit? And actually this one's not nearly as bad. And you just kind of got to do like 4 corners, and then like in between, and pray and hope. It seems to be going all right on this one. It's supposed to create a much better seal when you have like the super large gaskets, but they are a pain in the butt. All right, ta-da. All right, so now this goes on to the super beefy clasp situation. What do you guys think the odds of me screwing this up are? Even though there's a diagram of exactly how to do it. Okay, I think I get it. God, I'm so bad at figuring this stuff out. It's like I really need to pay more attention when I undo things. So it kind of locks in there, and then you tighten it. All right, very sealed. All right, so we're gonna do the blow off, which is, gets a gasket, a tri-clamp, and like a barb. Here's a gasket. Here's a tri-clamp, and my barb. All right, that's on there, great. The thermo well. I'm sweating so much. All right, I gotta take a break. So I did that thing where I don't hit the record button on the camera, as I do frequently. But I like you guys so much, I'm gonna re-record. So pardon me while I just undo all my hard work. So I have the pressure pack, which has the floating dip tube. You guys know how much I love floating dip tubes. If you don't have the pressure pack, you'll just get something like this, but it'll just be flat. And I'm going to show you how to put this together. So the shortest post is the gas in post. The gas in post is the one with the notch on it. I'm slippery because it's hot. All right. And then the longer post is the beer outpost. And that is just the ball lock that has nothing on it. It's a blank slate. Then there's just a flat disc for this. My pressure release valve is going to go on here, and that will let me do pressurized fermentation. So then you just feed your floating dip tube on, just like every other application of this. And it goes right in with a gasket and a tri-clamp. This is my sample valve, so this just opens up so you can get a little bit of beer out if you want. You can attach a hose to it. Obviously it's flared. And this goes on the same way with just a gasket and a tri-clamp. Oh, my gasket's already on there. This guy is basically an all-purpose. You can add hops to this, yeast, collection, trub collection, and it goes right onto the butterfly valve at the bottom. And now onto the control panel. So this is an Inkbird control panel. Essentially, we've got our thermometer, so this goes right in the thermo well. We've got power. And there's two ports, one's 2-prong, one's 3-prong. The 2-prong is cooling and the 3-prong is heating, so you just pull them right off of your system, and then they like lock into place. If you get them in the right orientation. It's like putting a USB in. It's like the third time's the charm. Alrighty, so then you can turn it on. So it comes set at 68, which is like your typical ale temp. But to change it, you can just hold down the S button till it says TS, hit S again, and you can lower it and raise it. And it's running, obviously, it's a lot quieter than my glycol system, which is a pleasant surprise. And that's about it. I'm gonna sanitize the crap out of this and rinse it off with some PBW before I use it tomorrow. I'm making a pale ale for my first 10-gallon batch. Don't know what hops I'm using yet, don't ask. And yeah, I'm super excited. We're gonna make the biggest batch I've ever made tomorrow, and it's gonna be great. Now that I've got all the pulleys and stuff, I need to be able to lift about 60 pounds of wet grain, which I don't actually know how heavy it's gonna be, but better safe than sorry. So I've got a block and tackle system, and yeah, we will see how it goes tomorrow. I'm super excited. I think I'm going to use a Kavaikis tomorrow though, because I mean, this garage just went from 70 degrees when I turned off the AC to, I'm pretty sure it's like 80, oh, it's 91 in here now. That's why I'm glistening. So yeah, if it can go 20 degrees hotter in 30 minutes, imagine how hot it gets in here. It usually hovers around oh my God, can you even imagine? Usually hovers around 115 degrees or so in here. So I think this machine will be able to get it down to about 80, 85, because it will drop 30 degrees Fahrenheit for this size. And yeah, so Kveik should do fine. Others I'm definitely gonna have to test, but I want my first batch to turn out good, so. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe. I've got a Patreon going if you want more of me, and I have a podcast called Brewing After Hours with Sarah Flora. So you can check me out there, and I want to thank my newest Patreon member, Dave Olson. Thanks so much for your support. I will see you guys next time.